Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I want to share some more information about how to grow peanuts. I've had a lot of really great questions in one of my recent videos, and I thought the easiest way to answer your questions was just to make a video to be able to show you all of these things in person. So let me turn this camera around so you can see up close and personal. Okay, first things first. You can't plant the peanuts that are roasted at the grocery store. Those will not germinate. So what you need to do is find a source that sells raw peanuts. Now, these are actually peanuts that I harvested last year and just overwintered and I'm planting now. Often you can find these from like farm seed supply stores. So here in North Carolina, Bell's Seed in Fayetteville, North Carolina is a fantastic resource for buying raw peanuts. You can also check online sources. For me, I started by collecting these, technically by gleaning them in the fields that are surrounding my house. And gleaning's just sort of a nice way of saying taking them out of the fields after the farmers were finished harvesting. I've been growing these for about 6 years and I just save some every year so that I can plant my own. But if you're looking to buy raw peanuts, always check a seed supplier first. Unfortunately, the peanuts sold in the, salted roasted nuts, those don't germinate. Now, one thing that is really interesting, I did a trial in March, and this is the peanut that was sold at Tractor Supply as squirrel food, and it was a whole peanut. So it was actually a peanut that came just like this, raw in its shell, and all I did was split this open, thumb it into this 2-quart pot, and it's been growing ever since. So if you can't find your peanuts from a seed supplier, you could check Tractor Supply in the bird food aisle and look for whole raw peanuts that are often sold as squirrel feed. So the planting process is really easy. You're just going to break open, and you don't even have to remove the nut from the shell. I often find it's easier just to stick it in, and you're literally just pushing it in to the soil with your finger. It doesn't have to be super deep. And in about a week, really less than 7 days, this is what they will look like as they start to germinate. You can see we did these just over a week ago, and we've got great ground plane coverage in these 100-gallon root pouches. So essentially we're using the peanuts as a cover crop to help, keep the soil covered so it doesn't dry out as fast. Also to fix nitrogen, to help feed the peppers, eggplants, cucumbers, and tomatoes that are planted in here with them. And at the end of the season, we'll be able to actually harvest right out of these 100-gallon root pouches. So for people who maybe don't live in as warm of a climate as I do, I think large containers and certainly these large grow bags are a great option for you to be able to cultivate peanuts and actually have soil that is hot enough to make it so that they grow really efficiently. So remember that peanuts are a warm season annual. They really like hot soil, which is precisely why I wait until late June to actually get mine planted. These will thrive through the heat of the summer, and then they get harvested typically in mid to late October. Once you rip them out of the ground, you're actually just gonna set them in the sun to cure. And then what you have are raw peanuts that you can either bring inside to roast, or if you don't get a very large harvest, just save them so that you can plant them the next season. Then you'll always have your own peanuts to be able to use as a nitrogen fixing summer cover crop. Well, I hope this video will inspire you to include peanuts in your garden, your vegetable garden, your flower gardens, wherever. It's a fantastic, really easy to grow ground cover that thrives in the heat and humidity. Well, be sure to subscribe to the Bree the Plant Lady YouTube channel for more practical gardening advice and regular updates from my Zone 7 garden here in Central North Carolina. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.